This is Eric from Pack Hacker, and in this video we're going to check out the RUX Packing System Mesh Bundle, which I've been testing for the past 2 weeks. Let's dive in. So you can purchase all 3 of these. I'm just going to kind of call them packing cubes because that's just what's ingrained in my head. I know they're not exactly that, but you can get all 3 of these separately, or you can get all of them in a bundle and you'll save a little bit of money if you do it that way. So obviously we have the smallest one here, and then we have these 2 larger ones. So these 2 larger ones are pretty much identical. There is a little bit of difference in how they attach, and this one has handles on the top and stuff like that, but pretty much the same design. Whereas this smaller one, it only has one loop that comes over the top here, and it also has a hypalon back. So you have all these different attachment points here, so you can attach it to different things. And this one's called the Pocket Mesh 2-liter, and this one is the Packing Cube Mesh 10-liter, and this one is the Packing Bag Mesh 20-liter. So this is the only one that's really all that different because of the back hypalon. It has 2 little clips here on the top, so you can attach it to other RUX gear. This one here, as I mentioned, does not have the handle on the top, but it does have one little clip here to attach to other RUX gear. And then this one, as I mentioned, has these top handles, so that it's easier to carry. And then I don't think this one has, let me just double check before, it actually does on the sides here, so I did almost misspeak there. It does have them on the sides, so you can. I don't have the other RUX gear to attach this to, so I wasn't able to do that, but it is nice if you are trying to invest in the ecosystem. You can use these clips to attach to the inside of RUX's duffel bags and other gear like that, so that way if you are going off-roading or something like that, you can secure these in place, every single one of them in one way or another, to make sure they're not moving around a ton. But the materials are pretty durable. We have nylon, UHM, WPE, and then PE, and then hypalon on this one. So a big mixture of materials, but if we're gonna break it down in just regular terms, we have mesh, we have ripstop, and then obviously hypalon on this one. So pretty simple design. I like the mesh because it is breathable. So certain items you're going to want to breathe, like especially if you're going camping or something like that, if something gets wet and you're going from one place to the next, you want it to be able to breathe out while you are traveling. If you just put it in a stuff stack or something like that, it's not going to be able to do that. So the materials on this are very nice. It is a very durable mesh as far as mesh is concerned. You can also see what's inside, which I do appreciate. And just all of this, all the materials and how it all comes together feels very durable and rugged. You've got the seams here with a little bit of extra added material there. The daisy chain on the side here, because these are all roll tops, so they this one attaches in the front like this, and then these 2 attach on the side like this. So you've got this daisy chain that runs along the bottom here, and then you can attach it to whichever one you want, and you can also tighten these straps. So I can cinch these down, and you're gonna save some space. Obviously, the tighter that you get it, but you also might, wrinkle or whatever's inside there or anything like that. So overall, very happy with the durability of these things, but using them is a different story, so we can dive into that now. If you're finding this helpful, make sure you throw a like on the video, drop a comment down below about what you would do with these cubes, and subscribe to the channel so we can continue making content like this to help you travel smarter. Now that we're going side, I can kind of give you a better idea of how the side compression system actually works. I'll do it with a smaller one just because it's a little bit easier to show you on camera. So you have these little metal hooks here that attach to that daisy chain I mentioned earlier, and you pop these off. Obviously I have them a little bit tight right now, so they're kind of hard to get off. You could loosen them up and then it obviously becomes easier. And the top here is a roll top. So as you can see, I think I had it rolled 3 times. These are obviously, they have a bunch of mesh. They're not waterproof or anything like that, like a lot of roll tops are. But I do appreciate the mesh, so I'm not mad about that. I'm just explaining. So I'm gonna roll it here 1, 2, 3 times is about what I can do here. And then you just hook the little metal hook there on. Of course, I'm on camera, so I'm not gonna be able to do it like a, there we go. And then just cinch it down, and then that's how you would close it. So I'm gonna undo that so we can get inside. Now I just have clothes stowed inside of this one here right now, but you can really fit a ton, especially in the 10-liter and the 20-liter. So these 2 are both really just general purpose stuff, a bunch of stuff inside there for me. So while I was testing these, obviously this has a bunch of clothing in here right now, but I put some camping stuff, like I had a sleeping pad, like not really a sleeping pad, like just like kind of a topper almost, like a very thin topper I was able to shove inside of here with a sleeping bag and a camping pillow as well, all inside of here. And then I was able to cinch it down, and it kind of just didn't, I don't know if it really saved me a ton of space based on how much room it would normally take me, but it was all in one really condensed area, whereas a lot of times it's kind of wherever in my bag. So I do like how it keeps it all together and keeps it all condensed, and it probably does save a little bit of space that way. Whereas this one was mostly for clothing and sometimes a coat and sweatshirts and stuff like that. So just depends what you're bringing and what you need to put inside of here. Obviously, will dictate how you're going to use these and the kind of trip you're going on as well. So the one that is a little bit more unique, I think, is this smaller cube. I'm gonna make sure I get the name right here. It is the Packing Pocket Mesh 2-liter. So this one obviously has mesh on the front side, so you can still see what's inside of it. It's still going to breathe, but the back side has that Hypalon, so you're gonna attach it to stuff. So I kind of just use this as a, hey, what am I doing today? Let's throw all the stuff I need for that inside of here. And that did get a little bit messy sometimes because I know I'm personally probably just not using this correctly, but as you can see right now, I have like a little camera in there, and there just isn't a ton of padding on any of these cubes. They're very lightweight for how much stuff you can really shove inside them and their durability. There's just not a lot of padding, so I wouldn't put, like, this is a really old camera that I got for $2-3 at the thrift store, so I'm not super worried about it, but obviously don't put anything in here without a case that you're worried about breaking. So that's just one caveat I should mention based on what I have stowed inside of here, but it's April in Michigan, May probably when you see this. You need a hat sometime, so I've got my hat stowed inside there, my sunglasses because it'll snow and then it'll be sunny. Got my little camera as I mentioned, and then this is my headphones, and I have a kiwi wrapped in a paper towel because you never know when you're going to want a kiwi. But this one is, as I mentioned, just a little bit different because it does have that Hypalon on the back, and it rolls with just one little clip there. So I think of all three of these, like just for daily use and regular travel, this one was the most useful to me, especially because you can attach it onto things. It's just a very neat little pouch, and I like that you can see everything that's in it, but it's still durable. I really enjoyed this, but for more rugged outdoor trips, and even, you know, if you're going on a versatile style trip, like to Europe or something like that, and you need packing cubes, or just, I guess we should just call them pouches, that can do a lot of things, these are really well equipped for that, especially this larger one here. If you're bringing rolling luggage and you want something that you could do something with that isn't, like, you could attach, I believe that they sell a strap that, I don't know if it attaches directly to these or just to the sides. Like, you could turn this into a makeshift like bag that you're gonna walk to the beach with or something like that. You obviously have the handles on the top of this one, but you have the handle on the bottom of this one. It kind of extends from the daisy chain. And I believe you also have a handle on the bottom of the bigger one as well. So there's just a lot of versatility presented by these. They're really, like, I know I was calling them packing cubes. They're not just packing cubes. They're kind of versatile pouches that can do quite a bit if you give them the opportunity to do so, and I really appreciate that. But at the end of the day, a lot of people aren't going to need that. So if you are just looking for packing cubes, these might not be for you. But if you want a versatile pouch, especially one that can do a lot for your small everyday carry gear, I really like this one a lot. Like, pull it out of your bag for going on the airplane, and you can just set this on the tray table in front of you with all your goodies in it. So I really appreciate the versatility, durability, but I also understand that these are definitely not for everyone, and certainly not for every trip. So there you have it, the RUX Packing System Mesh Bundle. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel. We'll see you in the next one.